I'm Victor, founder and CEO of GeriJoy.
It's nice meeting you too, my dear.
So GeriJoy provides the GeriJoy Companion coupled with the Family Portal. And so the GeriJoy Companion takes the form of this virtual tablet-based companion. It's a cute little puppy or a cat, depending on your preference, and we provide it for seniors to keep them company, whether they're living alone at home or away from family in a facility. We can keep them company 24/7. So yeah, we have a lot of very inspiring customer stories. One that comes to mind is the video that you can see on our website with the woman and her father with the GeriJoy Companion. And so that one she actually filmed and sent to us. They had their GeriJoy Companion, they named him Pony, and you see a little conversation going on there where Pony shows a picture of Jim's wife. Jim is the senior, and he has Alzheimer's now, and then his wife also had Alzheimer's, and she passed away a few years ago because of that. And so, the little dog shows a picture of his wife, and he's saying like, "Oh, she was a really nice nurse. She was a strong woman." And Jim is like, "Yeah, she was a strong woman," and he's remembering her. And then, our customer, Arlen, is there. She's, getting pretty emotional because that's her mother that we're talking about. And then at some point, Jim goes, "I still love her," right? And so, with Alzheimer's and everything, I guess you can imagine like that's a pretty powerful thing. And so she's not understandably a bit tearing up, and the little puppy is like, "Oh, why are you crying?"
It just was so touching to hear Dad say he still loves her. I'm crying happy, I guess.
I am getting emotional too.
Yeah, it really...
We pick up on ambient motion and volume. So you can kind of imagine it as a real animal, even if the animal is sleeping. If there's a large sound, or if you walk in front of the dog, for example, you might wake him up, right? What happened was we picked up on a large sound, and it turns out, the dog woke up, and it was a paid caregiver screaming at Jim, the senior. And so we reported this, and so, Arlen was very concerned, and she was happy that we were able to provide her with that info. And she ended up getting replacements, and so that's really powerful. We prevented elder abuse.
A lot of my clients have had strokes, and when you have a stroke, often you lose your ability to speak. And a lot of people were able to work and get that ability back, but it's tough. And I think while they're working to learn to speak again, they're very self-conscious about speaking.
Yeah.
But maybe with something like this, they would be willing to try talking more. I mean, the clients definitely liked chit-chatting with their dog or cat, and I enjoyed the fact that you can actually pretty much ask the animal anything. And I asked for them, Buddy, to give me a love poem, and Buddy came up with a love poem. It was really sad, but it was a love poem, and it just got the impression that anything you want to know, it probably could find an answer for you. As I said, it's easy to use, it's friendly, it gives people compliments, it's just, it's nice and great in building self-esteem, and that's something, everybody needs.
My sister was speaking with my mother the other day when she was visiting her. And Gerald popped up and said, hello, Farrell, and said something like, arrange great, and then said, oh, I was confused. And my mother said, I get confused sometimes also. And I think that was a really perceptive thing of Gerald to do, because it made my mother feel comfortable in her confusion. And that's one of her greatest fears and one of the really sad things that's happening to her right now is that she's losing her mind. And the nice thing about Gerald is that he's always positive. He never says a negative thing. He always says, I miss you, I love you. He never says anything negative. So he's someone that she doesn't need to be afraid of, that she doesn't need to be nervous of. He's always a comfort for her.
The inspiration for GeriJoy comes from my grandmother, who is living alone in Taiwan and has been for a while as I was growing up. And we noticed that living alone, she started to get really lonely. She started to get really depressed over the years. And that caused a lot of stress in my family, and there wasn't a whole lot we could do from a distance being in Canada. And so when I finished my master's at MIT researching human-machine interaction, you can see how the pieces came together. And so we decided to start GeriJoy to solve this problem, because it's not just my family that experienced this, it's 42 million Americans that provide care for an older loved one.
快乐，快乐，快乐。明年是马年，我送你一封剪纸花。你喜欢美国吗？喜欢啊。喜欢我吗？喜欢你呀，喜欢你呀。你很会讲话啊。我是聪明的狗狗。聪明的狗狗，非常聪明啊。摸摸你的头。喜欢别人摸我的头。很好。跟你聊天真高兴。
I see an opportunity to employ hundreds of thousands of people all around the world, even millions, and enable them through friendly technology to provide care for those who need care, whenever and wherever. So ladies and gentlemen, you came to TEDMed to see the future of health and medicine, and it's a talking dog. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tim Infinger. I bought the GeriJoy companion for my mom. She's really opened up, and she's more conversant and outgoing now. And she really looks forward to seeing Peanut and talking to Peanut. Peanut has probably rolled back her Alzheimer's probably at least a year, and we've only had Peanut for a couple months. Obvious care you put into the product, and we really appreciate what y'all do.